A good and great evening to everyone here. First of all, let me start off by saying welcome to the latest edition of HUBBanomics. This is HUBBanomics Volume 18, talking about the Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens dynamic in the world of World Wrestling Entertainment. Let me start by saying that there was a little glitch in the original start time. For whatever reason, when I put this show together, the video start time or drop time was supposed to be at 10:05 Eastern, 7:05 Pacific. So I understand some people were here ready to rock and roll at 7:05 Eastern, which is the reason why I wasn't here and ready to rock and roll with you. But I hope you guys are here at 10:05. It is Thursday, December 19th, on the eve of the college football playoff. People know I'm a Fighting Irish Notre Dame fan, so I hope that works out for me tomorrow night. Obviously, SmackDown is tomorrow night, pre-taped, but it is what it is. And we're really fired up to talk about Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. Obviously, Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens have a long history that I will break down for you guys on this given evening. But before I do, I want to make sure that I say shout out to everybody who will eventually see this video. I appreciate each and every one of you. Every viewer, every supporter of Hubbard Wrestling Weekly, I appreciate you. I salute you. Every viewer, every supporter of Clash of the Podcast every Monday night with my tag team partner and my good friend Conrad Cushman, I support you and I appreciate you as well. To those who support and view Conrad and my guy Derek, 10 p.m. on Wednesday nights as they do their AEW review, I support and appreciate that also. And those who are just generally fans and supporters of professional wrestling podcasts, specifically what myself, my brother Conrad, my guy Derek, and others do, we appreciate you. But this is Hubbard Wrestling Weekly. This is where it all got started for me. And this is the most recent edition of HUBBanomics. So let's get into this right away. Just have a little conversation. Feel free to leave your comments and your questions. Here's the deal. We all know the premise of this story. We know where this is going, or at least we think we know where it's going. We're talking about a pretty strong storyline. For those of you who says, Sean hates WWE. I don't hate WWE. I want it to be better. I don't think it's a product. I don't think it's a B product. I think it's a C product that has room to improve. And I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to use this particular storyline as, I think, a very strong example of why WWE needs to improve its storytelling, story writing, and story completion, because that's where we're at this particular point. We're looking for a satisfactory or better than satisfactory ending to this story, or a satisfying or satisfactory continuation of this story. And speaking of the word story, if you're going from a straight up and down storyline perspective, y'all, Kevin Owens, for all intents and purposes, is 100% right in everything he said. He has been beaten down by the bloodline, specifically Roman Reigns. He has been humiliated, specifically by the bloodline and Roman Reigns. He has been beat with chairs. He has been beat with steel chains. He has been handcuffed. He has lost multiple championship opportunities due to the bloodline and specifically Roman Reigns. He has continued to be tortured, essentially, by the bloodline and most specifically Roman Reigns, right? So when you think about the history of Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns, obviously they'll never be friends. Obviously they'll never be a team moving forward. So all the allies, okay, guys, let's get into this. All the allies that come together by circumstance, right? People like Sami Zayn, people like Drew McIntyre, people like Seth Rollins. By the way, I feel like they're going to become some kind of team or faction in a very near future. And if Triple H and World Wrestling Entertainment move forward with that, they will be doing something very, very smart. But I digress. Kevin Owens is not going to forget what Roman Reigns did to him, right? So when you think about everything that has happened to Kevin Owens at the hands of the bloodline, and specifically Roman Reigns, how could you possibly blame Kevin Owens for having an issue with Cody Rhodes teaming up with Roman Reigns at Bad Blood this past October? I know I don't have a problem with it. I can understand why Kevin Owens would be angry. I have no problem with Kevin Owens' stance on the situation. Again, this is storyline perspective, right? I'll get into the brass tacks of the storyline writing in a minute. Cody Rhodes feels like he's completely justified. Cody Rhodes feels like everything he's doing is on the up and up. He feels like teaming up with Roman Reigns is the right thing to do, or was the right thing to do in that moment back in October. Here's the deal, guys. Just because we like the OTC now, and I admit, wasn't a fan of the big dog, big fan of the Tribal Chief, big fan of OTC. Just because I'm the driver of the Jey Uso bandwagon, just because I like Jim Uso, just because I'm a fan of Sami Zayn, just because I'm a fan of Solo Sikoa, not as much recently, but was a big fan of Solo Sikoa. We all love the bloodline. Whatever incarnation you love, I'm an OG bloodline fan myself, but whatever incarnation of the bloodline that you are a fan of, Kevin Owens should not be a fan of the bloodline, and neither should Cody Rhodes. Everything Drew McIntyre has been saying, as much as I love the bloodline, is true. Everything that Seth Rollins has been saying about the bloodline, though I love the bloodline, it's true. The bloodline terrorized World Wrestling Entertainment and its biggest stars for 4 years. And I would say most notably, Kevin Owens. 2 Royal Rumble losses, being beaten down time and time again, having his best friend stolen from him. Again, storyline analysis here, right? I love Kevin Owens' stance on this situation. I love the fact that Kevin Owens has said, Cody Rhodes, you are fugazi. Cody Rhodes, you're a liar. Cody Rhodes, you are not a good friend. What you have done is you've sat up here and you have aligned yourself with the man that terrorized us for years. And now that you have gotten what you wanted back at WrestleMania, now that your story has come to its conclusion, now that you've gotten everything that you dreamed of and hoped for in your wrestling life has come true, now you're cool with Roman Reigns again? Oh, you're not cool with him. What you are is you're cool enough with him, at least enough to team up with him in a tag team match at Bad Blood. Sounds like BS to me. Sounds like BS to Kevin Owens. And you know what? I have a feeling it sounds like BS to a lot more fans than we think. Now let's transition, guys, into the behind-the-scenes critique of this storyline and where it's going from here. At Bash in Berlin back in August, nobody thought that Kevin Owens was going to win the undisputed WWE Championship. I didn't, you didn't, nobody did. I thought it'd be a good match. I thought it would be a storyline progressing match, and I thought that Cody Rhodes would win. I have no problem with that. But at that time, August 2024, going into September, I believe that pay-per-view took place on August 31st, the last day of August. Kevin Owens was doing good. Kevin Owens was flowing, but Kevin Owens wasn't as hot as he is now. Fast forward 3 months, 4 months, Kevin Owens is on fire right now. Kevin Owens' promos are hilarious and real and honest. Kevin Owens is charismatic. Kevin Owens is doing very well in the ring. Kevin Owens is being a WWE superstar worthy of being a world champion. Now, Cody Rhodes finished his story at WrestleMania 40. He lost to The Rock and Roman Reigns in the tag match with Seth Rollins, which led to him facing Roman Reigns one-on-one in a no-holds-barred Bloodline Rules match. Undertaker was there, Rock was there, Cena was there, the Usos were there, Solo was there. Everybody was there. Seth Rollins came out in his Shield garb. And Cody Rhodes won the undisputed WWE Championship. My question is, how satisfied are you with the Cody Rhodes championship reign? Well, let's think about this now. Am I a little prone to heelish behavior? Hashtag heel hubs? A little bit. I like heels. Do I like the final boss, Rock, more than I like the Rock that was coming out and kissing babies every week? I do. Do I like the Alliance Stone Cold Steve Austin more than I like the jovial, happy, laughy Stone Cold? I do. I like heels because heels sell tickets. I love Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, but he was no Ric Flair. I love guys like Rey Mysterio, but he's no Eddie Guerrero. Heels sell tickets. Hashtag heels sell tickets. So when I think about Kevin Owens and I think about the creative direction, to Triple H's credit, oh my God, did Sean just say that? Yes, to Triple H's credit, the direction that Kevin Owens has gone over the last couple of months, I like it. I like it a lot. The problem is, I like it enough for him to be the WWE Undisputed Heavyweight Champion. Some people might say, I don't agree with that. But my question to you would be why? Is it because Kevin Owens doesn't deserve it? No. Is it because Kevin Owens doesn't have the in-ring talent to carry the belt? No. Is it because Kevin Owens has limitations on the microphone? No. So what's the problem? Are we that locked in to Cody Rhodes keeping the title until he loses it back to Roman Reigns or until he loses it to The Rock? Don't we have the creative ability to steer this car, steer this creative train in a different direction? I say yes. Does Paul Triple H Levesque say yes? I don't think so. I'm hoping that he surprises me. See, that's the problem I have with Paul Triple H Levesque. Triple H is not the worst booker in the world, and I never said he was. Am I a fan of his booking? No. Does he have his moments where he does very well? Yes. Does he have his moments where he does very poorly? Oh, yeah. But if I had to narrow it down to the biggest problem I have with Paul Triple H Levesque, once he locks in to what he wants to do, once he has it written down that it's going to go this direction, there is no changing his mind. There is absolutely no changing his mind. And some people might say, what about your boy Jey Uso winning the Intercontinental Championship? He changed his mind about that. Did he really, though? Did he really change his mind? Now, no one was happier than me when Jey Uso became the Intercontinental Champion. Watch the archives. Check out the video I did, my immediate reaction to him winning the championship. I was almost in tears. That's how happy I was. But my question to you is, did he really deviate from the plan? Or did he just put the belt on Jey for about 3 or 4 weeks to make sure that he got it back to Braun Breaker, who he really probably didn't want to take it off of to begin with? I'll let you think about that. But I digress. Did he take it and put it on Jey Uso for a month? Yes. Does he deserve credit for giving it to Jey Uso at least for a month? Yes. But do I think that he did it because he really wanted to do it? Not really, because otherwise Jey Uso would have been champion for more than 28 days. And don't tell me that he couldn't have held the Intercontinental belt during the Bloodline storyline, during War Games, and after, because he certainly could have if they wanted him to. But they wanted the belt on Braun Breaker, so they gave us Jey Uso for a month, and they gave Braun Breaker the title back. I'm not talking about Jey Uso tonight. I'm talking about Cody and Kevin Owens. My point by bringing that up is this. If Cody Rhodes is supposed to keep the belt until WrestleMania of next year or SummerSlam of next year, and he's supposed to lose it to The Rock, or if he's supposed to lose it back to Roman Reigns, or a combination of the two, or whoever else it might be, you have to be open to when the climate changes. You have to be open to if the climate changes. If the climate indicates that Kevin Owens should be the next WWE Undisputed Champion, you should divert, you should alter, you should rearrange your plans. There's a reason why somebody who has Triple H's position should not write in pen. They should write in pencil. You know why? Because pencils have erasers. And if you have to erase something to divert or alter your storyline for the benefit of the things that are happening in your company at the time, you should do so instead of pushing forward with the original plan because it was the original plan. See, the original plan was for Cody Rhodes to remain the undisputed champion, for Cody Rhodes to be champion until WrestleMania or SummerSlam, I predict. But Kevin Owens is doing his thing right now. Kevin Owens is becoming that anti-hero. Is he Stone Cold Steve Austin? No. Is he Stone Cold 97? Specifically? No. But it's in that ballpark. He's the guy that you need to hate according to the storyline, according to the direction of the company. But also, he's that guy when he tells Michael Cole, get out of my rental car. When he tells Michael Cole, hey, Mike, come back. And then he rolls up the window of his car. He's that guy who shows up at Netflix press conference in WWE headquarters and says that WWE has crappy security. He's that guy who we laugh with, who is funny, who is charismatic, and who deep down, if you really want to admit it, unless you're my good friend Jesse from Pro Wrestling Shoot, if you really are honest with yourself, you kind of like Kevin Owens. You're feeling the boy Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is your friend. Kevin Owens is your homie. And my question to you is this. Would you rather have Kevin Owens as your friend, or would you rather have a guy like Cody Rhodes who tells the crowd, will you be my friend? That tells the crowd to woe with me. When I talk about Cody Rhodes every Monday night, 6:05 with my brother Conrad on Clash of the Podcast, and I call him corny, people are like, oh, Sean, I hear what you're saying, but you're taking it too far. Am I really? Let me ask you a question. If I asked you to be my friend, in those words, will you be my friend? I want to be your friend. Would you think I'm corny? If my catchphrase was saying whoa, and I said, hey guys, woe with me, would you think I'm corny? I would think I'm corny. That's what your WWE champion has been doing. And yes, is it unfair to criticize or unfair to cast aspersions upon him because he has all that pyro? Probably unfair, but at the same time, is it necessary for him to have all that pyro? Is it necessary for his fireworks to go off for 15 minutes while he walks in the ring? I don't think so. Do you? You see, Cody Rhodes was one of my favorite wrestlers of the modern era. Bullet Club, AEW, some people might disagree. Ring of Honor for sure. Cody Rhodes has been him for a long time. But this current incarnation of Cody Rhodes, he's not Cody Rhodes anymore, the American Nightmare. He's Cody Rhodes, the American Daydream. He's Cody Rhodes, the American Candyland. He's kissing babies. He's high-fiving grandmothers. He's telling people to be his friend. You like him more than you like Kevin Owens? But I understand just because you like someone doesn't mean they should be world champion. But what exactly, again, is the criteria to be a world champion? Good mic skills, good in-ring talent, appeal to the audience. Seems to me like Kevin Owens checks those boxes. Not saying Cody Rhodes doesn't, but he's been champion for a few months now. Now, are we going to go on another 4-year run as world champion like we did with Roman Reigns? Probably not. But let me ask you another question. Maybe you haven't jumped quite on the Kevin Owens beats Cody Rhodes bandwagon. But let me ask you a question. Shout out to the only Vinny we like. Do you like the OTC more than you like Cody? I do. I may not give Solo Sikoa the nod over Cody Rhodes, but I would give OTC the nod over Cody Rhodes. Matter of fact, I'd give the nod over Cody Rhodes to Jacob Fatu. Oh, did he just say that? Yeah, I said that. But I know you have to keep the money machine plugged in. Cody's selling the t-shirts. All the kids love him. All the fans below 14 years old love him. Sound familiar? Does it sound familiar? Let's go, Cena. Cena sucks. We're not quite there yet. Not quite there yet. But if we keep on this trajectory, I'm telling you guys, it's going to get there. The dude asked the people to be his friend. Let that sink into your brains. This grown man with a microphone asked a live audience to please be my friend. Will you be my friend? Be my friend. Will you be my friend? That might even be worse than this. And that was pretty bad. 7-year-old me, 10-year-old me didn't think it was bad, but grown man Sean, grown man Hubbs thinks that's pretty bad. And that might not be as bad as please be my friend. But maybe that's just me. Maybe that appeals to you as a fan. To hear a grown man appeal to a crowd and ask them to be his friend. To have a grown man appeal to the crowd and say, woe with me. And I'm not knocking Cody Rhodes because it's Cody Rhodes' fault. He's being told to say these things. Now, am I behind the scenes like that to the point where I know if Cody Rhodes is writing his own promos? I don't. But if Cody Rhodes is doing his own stuff, Cody Rhodes needs to rethink that thing. And if Triple H and the storyline writers are telling him to say that stuff, then they need to change it up too. But let's get back on track here. Let's talk about the direction of Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens lost at Bash in Berlin. No problem. Kevin Owens didn't go for the knockout shot when he had Cody Rhodes' leg injured at Bash in Berlin. Cool. Okay, I get it. Fast forward. The whole storyline about Cody being a fake friend. The whole storyline about Cody turning his back on his real friends to align himself with Roman Reigns and Bad Blood. The whole storyline with the fact that Cody Rhodes, now that he got what he wanted at WrestleMania 40, has now gone into business for himself. I love the storyline. I love the direction. I love the conspiracy theory. Good job, Paul Triple H Levesque. Don't think I've ever said that before. I'm saying it now. But the problem is, where do we go from here? Because I don't like what happened at Saturday Night Main Event. Go back in the archives. Right here on Hubbard Wrestling Weekly YouTube channel. Conrad, myself, Jesse from Pro Wrestling Shoot. We were all together. Nobody really liked that ending. Nobody. So, at the end of the day, is that where it ends? Obviously not. Because now Kevin Owens is doing Kevin Owens things, and I mean that in the best possible way. He's now carrying around the Winged Eagle Championship, showing up at the Netflix press conference at WWE headquarters, saying he's the world champion. I love it. I absolutely love it. But will this end with Kevin Owens once again falling short? Because I think there's probably going to be one more match, maybe, between Cody and Kevin Owens for the World Championship, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. If Kevin Owens loses that, let's say it's, I don't know, it's not going to be on Netflix, I'm sure, on January 6th, but maybe the following week on Netflix, or maybe the Royal Rumble, or maybe Saturday night's Main Event, Part 2 in January. But I do believe, and let me know in the comments if you agree, I do believe Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes will do it one more time. But if Cody wins again, what does this all mean? That's really the question. If Cody Rhodes wins for a third time in this entity of Cody versus Kevin Owens, in this storyline, in this era of Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens, if Cody Rhodes wins a third time in a row, what does this mean for Kevin Owens? What does all the cool stuff Kevin Owens has been doing really mean? The funny promos, the run-ins, the pile drivers. What does it all mean if Cody continues to win every single time? Yes, Kevin Owens dropped him on his head after the show went off the air. Yes, it went viral. Yes, 9 times out of 10. Tomorrow night on SmackDown, Cody's not going to be there. Probably not also because it's pre-recorded, but he's probably not going to be there storyline-wise because he's injured and in the hospital. Okay, that's cool. But if Cody Rhodes wins the match again, if they fight again, what does it all mean? Again, it's not that Triple H can't put good stuff together. It's the fact that he doesn't know how to bring it home. Or that, better yet, like I said earlier, it's not the fact even that he can't bring it home. It's the fact that once he's made up his mind, whether it's Cody Rhodes versus Rock, whether it's Cody Rhodes versus Roman, whether it's Cody Rhodes versus Rock and Roman, or whatever else situation it might be, when Triple H writes it down, it cannot be deviated. You have to be flexible when you have a job like Triple H has. You have to flow, like I said, with the climate. Triple H doesn't seem to know how to do that, man. Do you think I want to be this critical of Paul Levesque? I don't. I just want him to understand that things can change, that you can alter direction, that you need to listen to the audience. I don't care that you're setting new gate attendance records. I'm going to say the analogy I've been saying all this time. If you have a candy bar that costs $1 and you charge $1.25, you're making more money. It doesn't mean the candy bar is any better. I'm saying you need to do better with deviating from the plan if it is deemed necessary. You can make changes according to crowd reaction and storyline progression, Triple H. It's allowed. You can do that. Don't be afraid to write in pencil and use your eraser. It's allowed. That's all I'm saying. Using your eraser is allowed. If you see Jey Uso's the hottest thing on Raw, use your eraser and deviate. If you see Kevin Owens is the hottest thing on SmackDown, use your eraser and deviate. If you see that this situation with Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre and I don't know, who else? Who was I saying earlier? And maybe even Kevin Owens are on the same page, and it would be dope to put them together in a team. It's okay to use your eraser. Deviate. It's okay to call an audible. If I come up to the line of scrimmage as the quarterback and I see 9 guys in the box, 9 guys at the line of scrimmage, 9 guys ready to attack the run, and I have called a running play, maybe you should call an audible. My wide receivers are one-on-one. There's no safety. Maybe I should change the play. Don't be afraid to change the play, Paul. You have that right. Just one man's perspective. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, it's been a pleasure. There's a lot of stuff going on. I'm going to be doing a lot of content about Usyk versus Tyson Fury. Rematch for the World Heavyweight Championship of Boxing on Saturday. I'll be up on social media talking about the National Championship playoff, the college football playoff, SmackDowns tomorrow night. A lot of wonderful things on the horizon. Christmas is coming. Listen, guys, wrestling is fun. Enjoy it. Critique it. Chop it to shreds if you want. Do it logically, but have fun. Your opinion is your opinion. So, once again, 6:05 Eastern Standard Time, Monday nights. Make sure you check out myself and Conrad Cushman on Clash of the Podcast. Make sure you check out Conrad Cushman and my guy Derek, 10 p.m. on Wednesday on the EPW channel. As they bring you their AEW reviews every Wednesday night, 10 p.m. And me and Conrad do have a special announcement coming up. We're actually going to be a special Q&A for you guys, our viewers on Clash of the Podcast, coming up this Monday night. Has to do with the premiere of Raw on Netflix on January 6th. We're going to have something special for you guys, and we're going to ask your opinion about what you want. Look out for that this coming Monday night, 6:05 Eastern Standard Time. But as for this edition of HUBBanomics, it has come to its conclusion. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a comment. Please like. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. God bless. Be encouraged. Evil never prevails. I'll see you guys Monday night.